Hi friends, we have seen in the last class the meaning of goodwill. Then we have seen for need for valuation of goodwill and also methods of valuation of goodwill. Today's class we are looking at the treatment of goodwill. So today's class we are looking at treatment of goodwill. Treatment of goodwill. When you are looking at the treatment of goodwill, what is treatment means accounting treatment of goodwill. So here we are having, I'm dividing into two parts. Treatment of goodwill on reconstitution of partnership form. As far as your syllabus is concerned, problems are concerned, chapters are concerned, subdivision of topic is concerned, we are having admission, retirement, and death. I am dividing two parts. Treatment of goodwill on admission of a partner. Treatment of goodwill on admission of a partner. In this case, okay, in this case, what we are doing, when a new partner has admitted, I have told you, new partner should bring his share of goodwill in cash. Why? Because new partner is buying his share of extra profit from whom? Old partners. In which ratio? Sacrificing ratio. That means new partner shall compensate the partners who are sacrificing in which ratio? Old ratio. So for this I am giving 5 situations for you to understand. Examination only one situation will be there, but for you to have a clarity I am writing. On admission of a partner, when new partner, let me put it this one as a situation 1. When new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash, the new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash, the entry will be cash, or you can write bank account debtor to old partner's capital account. Which ratio? Sacrificing ratio. The new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash. Cash account debtor / bank account debtor to old partner's capital account in which ratio? Sacrificing ratio. Is this clear to all of you? What is sacrificing ratio? Here I am writing. Note. Sacrificing ratio is equal to old minus new. If it is positive, result is positive. If it is negative, you will be getting gaining ratio. The new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash entries, cash account debtor / bank account debtor to old partner's capital account. Then situation 2. When new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash, but it is withdrawn old partners in old partners. It is withdrawn by the old partners. I'll tell you before I explain the second situation. Here I written cash to old partners capital account or bank to old partners capital account. I think some of you have come from intermediate background. I don't know, some of you joined this time. But you should learn that some people maybe might have learned cash to goodwill or goodwill to old partners capital. Goodwill cancel, the entry will be same. Or some people they write teach you cash to new partner capital, new partner to old partner, new partner credit, new partner debit cancel. The net effect is same. Simple words, new partner is bringing, he's buying his future share of goodwill from whom? Old partners. That means since I am giving my share to new partner, the new partner has to compensate me. That means old partners are not sacrificing any free cost. They are expecting, okay, if the future profits, since the old partners are giving, that is being compensated by the gaining partner, that is new partner to old partners. So simple words, when I get profit, my capital increases, no? So that is why which capital account we are creating? Old partners capital account. I think this is the simplest way of doing it. Some people they write cash to new partner, then they debit new partner, they credit old partner. Here like this, they write cash to new partner, then they write new partner to old partner. New got cancelled. What is the entry? Cash to old partner. I have given the direct entry. Is this clear? So these are the things I am giving, subdividing. The introduction is a lot of introduction I need to give you, but when we work out the problems, it's very simple. No need to panic, right? The next one, situation 2. When new partner brings a share of goodwill, first entry will be, here I have written the entry, the same entry I should repeat. A cash, because first you should bring cash, no? Cash or bank account data to old partners capital account. Which ratio? Sacrificing. So first the amount is credited to old partner. Then second one, they are withdrawing this capital, the goodwill, from the firm. Then the entry will be, that means the first amount is being created. They are taking out the money. Then you, what is the entry you write? You reverse it. Old partners capital account data, because they are withdrawing the goodwill. Old partners capital account data to cash or bank. Whatever the amount they withdraw, that amount you should debit old partners and you must credit which account? Cash or bank. I think this second situation is clear. The new partner brings a share of goodwill in cash but is withdrawn by the old partners. Then third situation, when new partner is unable to bring his share of goodwill, when new partner is unable to bring his share of goodwill, then we got the entries. New partner capital account data to to old partner's capital account. So simple logic. If they bring new partner brings cash, you debit back. You credit to old partner. If he can't bring, you debit his account. What is the logic, sir? Suppose 100 rupees is the capital of the new partner. 10 rupees is share of goodwill. We ask him to bring 100 rupees towards capital, 10 rupees towards goodwill. Last class I have told you. New partner brings his share of capital for getting ownership. New partner brings his share of goodwill for getting future profit. Simple. Got it? Repeat once again. The new partner brings his share of capital, that is for getting ownership. New partner brings his share of goodwill, that is for getting future extra earnings. So when new partner is unable to bring his share of goodwill, the entry we write new partner's capital account at or to old partners. That means 100 rupees capital he has to bring, 10 rupees goodwill. So how much he has to bring? 110. He says that I can bring 100. I can't bring 10. Then we say fine. You can't bring 10. No, we do one thing. We deduct the 10 rupees from 100 rupees. How? New partner when he brings capital, bank to capital you write. New partner brings a share of goodwill. Bank to new when new partner brings his share of capital. Bank to new partner's capital 100 you write. He says that I can't bring. Don't worry, we debit your account. Then we write new partner's capital to old partner's capital. That means if you bring 100 rupees cash towards capital, 10 rupees cash towards goodwill, fine. If you can't bring that from the goodwill that you are supposed to bring, we are adjusting from the capital which you brought in. Then what happened? 100 rupees capital will become 90. What is the logic in this? Indirectly you are forcing or you are making the new partner to bring the cash towards goodwill. If you bring in addition to capital, fine. If you don't bring, as I told you, 100 plus 10, 110, if you bring, we are very happy. If you can't bring 110, okay, fine, you brought 100 rupees, so from that we deduct 10 rupees. That means your capital is only 90. That is the logic behind. When new partner is unable to bring a share of goodwill entries, new partner capital account at to old partner's capital account, which ratio? Sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio. Alternatively, goodwill can be raised and written off. Alternatively, goodwill can be raised and written off. The effect will be the same. So instead of writing this entry, we can write two more entries. Goodwill is to be raised means capitalizing. Capitalizing means goodwill appear in the balance sheet, capital will appear on the liability side. But according to accounting standard, goodwill cannot be shown in the balance sheet. That you will be learning in the coming days when you go to CA Inter. Only purchased goodwill is to be shown in the books, but not internally generated goodwill. See, this is self-declaration. This is our reputation. But when I'm selling my firm, somebody is giving you extra money for your reputation. That goodwill can be taken in the balance sheet, but not the internally generated. So that is why if you raise the goodwill, it is to be written off. Written off means cancellation according to accounting standard. Traditionally, when I have learned in my intermediate or my BCom, we used to raise and no written off. But as per accounting standard now, every organization, every firm has to, if you raise the goodwill, it is to be written off. Generally, that is the reason why they follow which method? This method. But this for future reference, I am giving this. Future reference means for understanding the problem better manner, and maybe this may be useful when you go to CA Inter Group 2 partnership. I think this will be useful. That is why I am explaining. Is this clear? Goodwill can be raised and written off. Okay. Now, what is the entry, sir, here? A. Entry for raising goodwill. Goodwill account at R2, old partners capital account. Goodwill account at R2, old partners capital account. Which ratio? Old ratio. Here, whatever we have seen here, when new partner brings his share here. Suppose 1 lakh is the goodwill, 25,000 you write the entry for this. Here also, when new partner brings his share, I think you should understand here. Is a share. Here also, you can see brings is a share. When you are valuing the goodwill, firm goodwill. Here also, when new partner is unable to bring his share. Firm goodwill is different, his share. To find out his share, we need to find out firm goodwill. New partner capital account or old partner's capital account. Here new partner means is a share. Is this clear? Goodwill can be raised means firm goodwill. That is total goodwill. This is important. Entry for raising goodwill means firm goodwill. Goodwill account at R means here tell me firm goodwill. Which ratio? Old ratio. Okay, clear to all of you? Now B. Entry for writing off. Right? Why you are writing off? That the goodwill cannot be raised. If it is raised, it is to be written off. Entry for writing off goodwill. Entry for writing off goodwill. You write all partners capital accounts. All partners capital account to goodwill. All partners capital account at R to goodwill. Okay, all partners capital account at R to goodwill. All partners means here including new partner. Whenever you are talking about all partners capital account, which ratio? New ratio. Because when you are including new partner, new ratio. This is the entry for writing off goodwill. Okay, clear to all of you? If you look at this is old ratio, no? This is which ratio? New ratio. Old minus new will become which ratio? Sacrificing ratio. That means instead of writing this single entry, you can write two entries. The net effect of these two entries will become this entry. I think in the examination better to follow. But situation become difficult, then you can follow. But in the examination, when I am working out the problems, I am finding out, I am following which method? This method. This is important. New partner capital account at R2, old partners capital account. Okay. Then next, I have to go for situation 4. Generally, the situation 4 question arises when you are having in a problem previous to we used to get in the bits, but anyhow, I am giving that also just to have a clarity. Fourth one, Fourth situation. Okay, it's a small technical problem. Let me. Okay, so situation 2 have given this is 3 is nothing but this is situation 3. Now situation 4. A new partner brings part of his share of goodwill. A new partner brings part of his share of goodwill in cash. A new partner brings part of his share of goodwill in cash. That means partly he brought his share of goodwill in cash. Then what is the entry, sir? You write the entry. Cash or bank account. If he brings cash, you debit cash. If he brings bank, you debit bank. Cash or bank account data. New partner capital account data. This is for cash brought. Suppose 25,000 is share of goodwill he should bring. He brought 10,000. What is the amount he has not brought? 15,000. Cash not brought. If you don't bring his cash, fine, we say we debit your account. That's it. Cash account data, bank account data to new partner's capital account to old partner's capital account. That means either he brings cash or he doesn't bring cash. If he brings cash, we debit cash. If he doesn't bring cash, we debit new partner capital account. New partner's capital account. Which ratio? Sacrificing ratio. When new partner brings part of his share of goodwill in cash, that means for he brings part of his share of goodwill, you debit cash or bank. If he can't bring, you debit new partner's capital account. Then which account you credit? Old partner's capital account. In which ratio? Sacrificing ratio. I think generally the first three situations are important. This is very rarely you come across. That means if he brings, that's fine. If he debit cash, if he can't bring, we debit his capital account, new partner's capital account. Then situation 5. This is important for true or false statement. That's it. When goodwill is paid privately. Goodwill is paid privately means unaccounted money. So no journal entry is required. That means they don't want to bring, they don't want to show the amount that is being paid to all partners in the accounting records. When you can't show accounting records, how can you write an entry? That is the logic. When goodwill is paid privately, no journal entry required. However, that amount will be distributed, to all partners in which ratio? Sacrificing ratio. However, that amount will be distributed to all partners in the sacrificing ratio. That means that is not being shown. Suppose he brought 25,000. A sacrificed 15, B sacrificed 10. You will be giving that 25 and 15,000, 10,000 only. But that will not be recorded. That is what. In the bits he will be giving you. Goodwill is paid private, no entry is required. But how that amount is given to all partners in their sacrificing ratio. In all the situation, admission of partner, which ratio is important, my dear friends? Sacrificing ratio. Even if you rise and rate return off also, what is the net effect? Tell me. What is net effect? Net effect, old minus new, is sacrificing ratio. Okay. So I think here I want to give you one common note. For all the above 5 situations. What is common note, sir? Existing goodwill which is appearing in the balance sheet on the date of admission. When problem comes, I will explain that. On admission is to be written off. This is as per accounting standard. That means existing goodwill shall not appear. If it is appearing, it is to be written off in their old profit sharing ratio. In their existing goodwill which is appearing in the balance sheet on the date of admission is to be written off in their old profit sharing ratio. I'll explain when we take the problem. For the time being, you remember the entry is old partners capital account debtor to goodwill. Old partners, old profit sharing ratio. Okay. Now, my dear friends, what do you mean is situation, sir? Any one will happen, at all will happen. Are you following situation? Only one will happen. If that depends, this why I have given as a notes. Look at read the question, and so that you can remember. Okay, first situations are on that day that I has explained. So this is very important topic, my dear friends. I'm not rushing the partnership. You can see everything I'm giving basics in a detailed manner. You need to practice. I think I'm repeated telling again that it is everything is not so important from examination point of view. Okay, definitely concept will be advantage, like goodwill entries are important, methods of valuation of goodwill is important, P&L appropriation account is important, methods of capital accounts are important, and similarly the goodwill concept is related to admission of a partner, retirement of a partner, and death of a partner. That is why it is having significance. Is this clear? So situation 5 is been completed. If existing goodwill which is appearing in the balance sheet, it is to be written off. Okay, then goodwill will be cancelled. Then the new partner brings his share of goodwill. If it is brings in cash, that is given to old partners. But before writing that entry, first existing goodwill is to be cancelled. So I have explained you about treatment of goodwill in case of admission of a partner. Now, I think this is what I started today's lecture saying, that on admission of a partner. Now, Roman 2. This is treatment of goodwill. On retirement oblique death. For both I am giving common. On retirement or death of a partner. Simple words, retirement can be planned, death cannot be planned. But the logic is same. In both the cases, one partner is leaving the firm. Treatment of goodwill on retirement or death of a partner. Here, situation. Only one situation we are having. So, I told you the difference is that retirement or death, one partner is leaving, the other partners are gaining. Is this clear? In case of retirement, you can see this example. Suppose admission. I wrote it down yesterday. A, B. 50-50 they are sharing. Now you got three partners. So after E joined the firm, A 1/3, B 1/3, C 1/3. That means who is sacrificing? Who is sacrificing? Tell me. A and B are sacrificing, no? Who is gaining? C is gaining. Okay, this is admission. This we have seen already. Now, let us look at retirement now. Or death. A, B, now C has retired. Then who is left out? Who is left out? A, B. Okay. Now in this case, in future A is going to get 50, B is going to get 50. Now you can see who is sacrificing and who is gaining. C is sacrificing. A and B gaining. Is this clear? In this case, A sacrifices 16.67. B sacrifices 16.67. C gains 33.33. Okay, if you look at that, here C sacrifices 33.33. A gains 16.67. B gains 16.67. The reason is before retirement A was getting 33.33. After retirement of C is getting 50, no? So how much is gaining? 16.67. So simple logic here. What is simple logic of admission or retirement? Gaining partner should compensate the sacrificing partner. That I will be giving as a note. It can be retirement or a death. Is this clear? So here I am giving the entry. I am giving the entry now. Only we are having only one situation. Entry for adjustment of share of goodwill of outgoing partner. Entry for adjustment of share of goodwill of outgoing partner. Outgoing partner can be retiring partner or deceased partner. Partner who has died. Entry for adjustment. The entry is remaining partner's capital account. Remaining means in the example I told you A and B. 2. Outgoing partner capital account. To outgoing partner you should give his share of goodwill. Outgoing partner's capital account. Here is share of goodwill. Here remaining partner capital means in there which ratio? Gaining ratio. For this also we got one alternative. Goodwill can be raised and written off. Goodwill can be raised and written off. Alternatively, goodwill can be raised and written off. Okay, how sir? A. We have seen in admission. Entry for raising. Raising means creating or capitalizing. Raising goodwill. Goodwill account data up to. Here we write all partners capital account. That is including retiring partner. Including outgoing partner. Outgoing can be retired or death. Including outgoing partner. In their whole profit sharing ratio. B. Entry for writing of goodwill. I told you for accounting standard it should be written off. Entry for writing of goodwill. Now here I am debiting which account? Remaining partners means in the example A and B. Remaining partners capital account at R2. Goodwill account. Remaining partners capital account at R2 goodwill. Remaining partners which ratio here? New ratio. I told you raising means which goodwill? Firm goodwill. Here in the above example outgoing is share of goodwill. I have already told you. Whenever you are raising here, raising means firm goodwill. Firm goodwill. Adjusting means share of goodwill. Entry for writing of goodwill. Remaining partners capital to goodwill. Here you can see new ratio. New ratio minus old ratio will become gaining ratio. I think here you should understand gaining is equal to New minus old. In addition, we have learned old minus new is equal to sacrificing. Okay, I think this is the entry. Remaining partners capital to goodwill. The net effect of A and B, net effect means after cancellation, we will be getting this entry. Remaining partners capital to outgoing partners capital. That is why generally we prefer to go which method, sir? This is important. This is what we follow. We follow this. But to get this net effect, we can go for statement like rising and writing off, that I will be explaining later on. So I think these two entries are for what? For retirement and death. Now here I am giving note. Note. The note is that existing goodwill appearing in the balance sheet existing goodwill which is appearing in the balance sheet on the date of or death of a partner shall be written off in their whole profit sharing ratio. Existing goodwill appearing in the balance sheet on the date of retiring or death of a partner shall be written off in their whole profit sharing ratio. Then the entry will be, you write, here we write entry, all partners capital account. All partners including outgoing partner. All partners capital account data all partners capital account data are including outgoing partner to goodwill. Which ratio? Whole profit sharing ratio. These things you can expect are true or false statement. Existing goodwill should be written off in which ratio? Whole profit sharing ratio. That means two treatments we are having. First, balance sheet goodwill which is appearing to be written off. Then on the date of retirement, again we should evaluate goodwill. Then out of that, outgoing partner share is to be given. This is I am talking about existing goodwill means which is there in the balance sheet before calculating the fresh goodwill. Okay, whenever you every year you keep on calculating goodwill. The goodwill which is appearing is not on the date of retirement. This is before the retirement. That is last year, right from the last financial year it is there. That is to be written off. So all partners capital account data are to goodwill account, old profit sharing ratio. This entry you must write whenever existing goodwill is there. Otherwise, retirement or death, very simple. Tell me, I think this is what we are following. Remaining partners capital account data to outgoing partners capital account. Here I want to give a small hint. For accounting treatment. For accounting treatment. What is for accounting treatment? For accounting treatment of goodwill. Here I mean to say goodwill is that for admission. I need three information. Firm goodwill, share of goodwill of new partner. And third point which you need is sacrificing ratio. I think these three are very important for admission. For writing the entry, firm goodwill I want, share of goodwill and sacrificing ratio. Because if share of goodwill is not given, this is not required. But you remember this. Then similarly, for retirement or death, retirement or death, you should remember firm goodwill, share of goodwill of outgoing partner. Firm goodwill, share of goodwill of outgoing partner. And third, what is that I read? I need gaining ratio. Okay, these 3 points you need for retirement of a death. Here sacrificing ratio, how to get old minus. I think these are the 2 hints for doing the accounting treatment. When situation comes, suppose share of goodwill is given, this is not needed. Directly we need to go for gaining ratio. Or here also, if share of goodwill is given, this is not required. We can directly need sacrificing ratio. If you know that, we can write the entry. Because you can see today's class I have explained you first admission. You can see I have told you, if you look at the admission part of it, first entry, cash or bank to old partner's capital account, sacrificing ratio. New partner brings his share of goodwill. When share of goodwill is given, I need sacrificing. If share of goodwill is not given, firm goodwill is given, then we shall find out a share, then we have to write the entry. Firm say 1 lakh, share 1 by 4, 25,000, that is what I need. So, that is what has been explained to you here today. That is what has been explained to you today. Firm goodwill, share of goodwill, if it is not given, through firm goodwill we can find it. If directly share of goodwill is given, we can go for it. Share of goodwill, sacrificing. Retirement debt, share of goodwill and gaining ratio. Is this clear to all of you? So I think with this I have completed the goodwill chapter. In the next class, straight away I will be taking you to admission of a partner of 40 minutes, around half an hour or 40 minutes will be needed for me to explain about admission. Then we start slowly working out the problems. After completion of admission of partner's problem, then we will be working out retirement and death. Again, common adjustments we discussed, then we work out few problems, then admission comes, retirement. Okay, it's a lengthy chapter, but I think this is what the time we need to spend. Please go back and don't feel that Sari is explaining theory part. Without this, you won't be having perfection. Just don't panic, just go through it once or twice. I hope you might have practiced and you might have completed final accounts. So I think this is, maybe in one more class we will be completing all the theoretical part, and also then we can directly start problems on admission. Then again, before retirement, a small explanation is needed. Okay, my dear friends. So I hope you all are following. Till then, goodbye. Till the next class, goodbye to all of you. Thank you very much. God bless you all.